So let's look at systematic risk and non-systematic risk. So the total risk of a portfolio, that's the variance of a portfolio, can be divided into two. Unsystematic risk or non-systematic risk, whichever one you want to call it, and systematic risk. Unsystematic risk could also be called the firm's risk, or it could be called the firm's unique risk. So unsystematic risk is the risk related to a particular firm. The risk that a firm will be affected by fraud is unsystematic risk. Unsystematic risk is also known as diversifiable risk. So it is also known as diversifiable risk because if you invest in at least 30 stocks, then you are rest assured that you are able to reduce this unsystematic risk because it is the firm's risk. If this the firm's unique risk, what you just need to do is to invest in a lot of stocks that are not related to one another. Then with that, you are able to reduce this risk. But for systematic risk, even if you invest in 1,000,000 stocks that are not related to one another, this risk will still be relatively high. So what this simply means is another name for systematic risk is undiversifiable risk. Because even if you invest in 1,000,000 stocks, you are not able to reduce this risk. Systematic risk, that's the risk related to the whole system. And the whole system is the market. And that's why it is also called the market risk. So still moving on. So the total variance of a portfolio is equal to the non-systematic risk, which is also known as unsystematic risk, and the systematic risk. So if you invest in 5 stocks, your systematic risk, non-systematic risk is on the high side. By the time you start increasing the number of stocks, what is happening to your non-systematic risk is start coming down. So by the time you invest in 30 stocks, you will have reduced your non-systematic risk to the barest minimum. But for systematic risk, even if you invest in 5 stocks, it's on the high side. If you invest in 10 stocks, it's still relatively the same. If you invest in 30 stocks, it's still relatively the same. It's also worth noting that systematic risk is what the market will pay you for, because even if you invest in 1,000,000 stocks, you will still incur systematic risk. But for non-systematic risk, the market does not pay you for it. The market will not pay you premium for this. And the major reason is because it is your fault if you incur non-systematic risk. To reduce non-systematic risk, it is expected of you as a good portfolio manager to diversify your portfolio by investing in at least 30 unrelated stocks. Because of that, non-systematic risk or unsystematic risk is unpriced, but systematic risk is priced. So the market will pay you premium for systematic risk.